Year two for you, Coach. I guess kind of compare and contrast what it's like from a year ago and getting started to this year.
The biggest deal was taking COVID out of the situation. You know, it opened up the summer for us, allowed us to get a lot more activity in with the players, got us to work on a lot more stuff. We were able to do some traveling and take on some team activity things. And that really put us ahead of the game compared to where we were last year.
So what are you focusing on here? I know you're just a few days into practice. In fact, I'm catching you on the first day of pads. So what are you kind of focused on early?
Right now it's about install. We're trying to get our schemes installed, trying to get our players understanding those schemes, working on those techniques to help those schemes, and then just building on from there.
So speaking of that, Bill, what do you have to do, you feel, to get this group ready for your first game?
You know, as you look at this group, it's so much different than our last year's group. We're extremely young this year. So it's about getting them experience, getting them into the offense, and getting them repetitions as much as we possibly can so that they get up to speed.
You mentioned a young group. You got a gauntlet of a schedule in this 3A West to face. What is it like to play in this conference week in and week out?
I think without a doubt it's the most competitive conference in the state. And it don't matter the classification. I think it's the best football that we have in the state. You look at the teams that we play, and it's a battle every week. And it doesn't matter who's on the schedule. We respect every single one of those teams, and we know what's in store for us every Friday night. We got to bring it every Friday night.
You had me talk to Dylan and Austin earlier. What do those two guys bring to the table as senior leaders for you?
You know, both of those guys have been leaders, not just on the football field. They're leaders in the classroom, they're leaders in the school, leaders in the weight room, and they're leaders in the community as well. And so it's important for us, because those are the things that we really preach. This isn't just about football. It's about what we do in life. It's about what we do when we step off the field as well. And those two guys exemplify that. So when I have them come over and talk to you, those are our role models. Those are our mentors for our younger kids. So those are the kids that we kind of set the bar with.
I remember talking with you about that, and that was something you wanted to kind of establish as a kind of a base culture point for your program. So what do you got to see from this group kind of as you progress through the season to get more competitive and give yourselves a chance to win a number of games this year?
I think the number one thing is just going to be get that shock out of their systems. Stepping out under those lights on Friday night, get that shock out of their systems and get them used to playing under those lights, getting used to the competition level. Most of them are coming up from the JV level, getting them used to varsity speed and varsity strength. And once we get that taken care of and we get those first couple games out of the way, I think we're going to be right there and we're going to be able to compete.
Seems like you got pretty good numbers out here. Are you pleased with that?
Numbers. Very, very happy with the numbers. 98 kids, highest number I've ever known being involved with Greenwood football, so we're really happy with our numbers.
Well, good luck to you. I appreciate the time.
Thank you. You bet. Anytime.